Hello! Today I'm going to be ranking every single World Cup away kit apart from Tunisia and Cameroon because they're just taking too long for their release. Well, I recorded this video a week ago, so Tunisia did actually drop their kits. Their home and away one has finally been released. So I'll be taking a look at both at the end of this video. But I already did this for all of the home kits. You guys seem to love that video. In case you missed it, go check it out. I'll leave a link in the description below. But yeah, same exact concept with the away kits. Now, usually we go in order from groups. Last time we did in reverse order, but this time we gotta get one category out of the way. The Puma away kits. They basically all have the same template, so I don't want to review each one over and over again. So I'm gonna get them out of the way first. And if you've seen my previous videos when the Puma kits were released, I'm not a fan of these. Each template has a customized border in the center. Some, I guess, have their own creative identity to the top of the border. Some kits have stripes going across the center. Others do not. Let's do a quick fire with these. Starting off with Senegal, you got the flag and the national team crest on the top of the border, and the rest just has some kind of shield looking shape. By the way, the number is supposed to be inside of that border. You got a darker green shade going down the center. Collars representing the country's flag. It might be better than some of the other Puma designs we're going to be looking at, but still not a fan of this whatsoever. I'm putting it at D. Now for Serbia, it really pains for me to say this, but this might be one of my least favorite in the bunch. The border is bright gold, and it doesn't really blend in well with such a bright shirt already, as the rest is completely white. Awkward gold line on the collar there. At least they could have used more colors of the Serbian flag. This kit to me has no identity. Even the crest on the top of the kit is grayed out. Serbia's kits were so much better last time around, some of my favorite in the game. This is really uninspiring and doesn't have much identity for the Serbian national team. I'm putting this at the D category. Switzerland's border in the center to me is probably the worst shape of them all. It looks like a faded out notepad, and as you can see in the center, they did add some darker shades of line in there. Nope, this one ain't it either. I'm putting it at D as well. Off to a terrible start, but like I said, I just want to get Puma out of the way. Now for Uruguay, their home kit from Puma was actually well executed, but this one, not at all. They added some unique stripes going down in the center. The cuffs and the collar look off to me as well. Home kit, so much better than this. Oh, boy. Uruguay, again, is at the D ranking. Okay, I'll try to be a bit more positive now. Let's take a look at Ghana. It's that same boring Puma template, but at least the top of their border is a lot more interesting than the rest. You got the Ghana flag integrated there, and the red and the green on that border kind of had those zigzag lines, kind of looking like the Qatar flag. Pretty cool touch, and the cuffs also have that Ghana flag color. Definitely a downgrade compared to their previous design. I already mentioned this in the home kit video, but I loved what Ghana did last year with a crazy pattern going across the entire kit. This one's definitely less inspiring, but at least they added more to it than the rest we've looked at, so I'm going to be giving Ghana a C. And we're almost done with Puma. The last one we're looking at, and this one I actually like a lot. It's that same Puma template, but at least the border is very well executed on here. Morocco's. Not only is it a unique design, the border is also faded beautifully. It's not popping out too much. The rest of the kit mostly being white, obviously, apart from also that vertical stripe going down in the center. The Morocco badge in the middle and the cuffs and the collar work very well with this design and color. So I'm going to be giving Morocco an A. The only Puma away kit I genuinely like. Okay, that clears some air. I'm happy we got that out of the way. I guess from here on out, I will be going from group to group. So starting off with Group A, with the host Qatar. This away shirt, in my opinion, is a lot nicer than their home one. It's predominantly white, but then you've got those random beige blotches around the kit, and in each of those blotches, you see a beautiful pattern going across. Apart from that Nike template, which we talked about in the last video, which you don't even really see here because the kit is mostly the same color, I really like this kit, so I will be giving Qatar an A. Now for Netherlands, this is where that Nike template is very present, where you've got that awkward shape of black at the top. One thing I will give this kit credit for, though, is that I really like the colors they went with. In some images to me, the Nike swoosh and the badge look orange, and in some they look red, but either way I like the color combination, so that saves the ranking a tad bit, but still don't like that common template we've seen on so many kits this season from Nike. I will be giving this a C. Now for Ecuador. In my opinion, their away kit is better than the home kit. The pattern that they threw on this kit is just a gem. The color combination is so perfect as well. The badge being silver, the rest of the kit being mostly navy blue, and then lighter blue with that pattern shown. The cuffs feature that Ecuadorian flag on the side. The only thing I would have maybe changed with this is to add some design on the sleeves, but the cuffs make up for it. This design is beautiful. Ecuador, for me, get an S. They're one of my favorite away kits that we're going to be going over in this video. Now for England. Definitely a step up from their home kit. This one has more retro vibes to it. It's something we've seen before, mostly red with that navy blue collar, lighter blue lines going across the collar. The England badge is more blue than normal, which I guess is interesting. Not a bad kit whatsoever, very simple, but something we're all somewhat familiar with, which I appreciate from Nike. I don't have many bad things to say about this kit, it's just not my favorite, so I'll be giving England a B. Now for Iran! This kit is pretty much a carbon copy to their home kit, just a different color instead of white, it being red. You got that cheetah pattern going across at the top of the chest. Obviously everything's pretty much the same, but it's just not as nice of a blend compared to the home kit. So I will be giving Iran a C. Okay, I feel like I'm being so negative so far in this video. Got so many at D and C. So I'm going to skip USA for now because I'm pretty sure I made my views on their kits clear at this point, but I'll come back to them in just a sec. Let's move on to Wales real quick just to show some more positivity. Adidas, as we all know, absolutely smashed their kits this year for the most part. It's mostly about that collar, isn't it? It's just absolutely stunning. The color combination obviously reminds me of Christmas, but it still has that Welsh identity in there, and they even got that pattern going across the side of the kit as well. It's such a stunning kit. I'm genuinely surprised how much effort Adidas put into Wales. I didn't think they'd have the most exciting kits this year. Both their home and away are very, very nice. I will be giving Wales an A. All right, to finish up Group B, I guess I'll go back to the USA. Now look, this is literally just a tie-dye shirt. Now I don't mind tie-dye shirts, but it just is off-putting for a football kit. The double Nike swoosh on both sleeves as well, I think is very unnecessary. It makes it, if anything, look more fake than real. I know some Americans are saying that these kits are growing on them, but I still don't see it yet. Maybe it will by the time the World Cup comes around, but I'm putting the United States of America in the D category. Now for Argentina. Very interesting shades of purple implemented together. Coming up from the bottom look to be like flames, but they're actually the sun rays from the national flag sun. This is very unique. It's something we haven't really seen before. Silver numbers, Adidas logo, and Argentina badge all across the kit. It's blended beautifully. Despite going for an interesting color, it still represents the identity of the Argentina national team. The concept and execution are wonderful. Bravo, Adidas. I'm not going to rank this at S, though. It's not my absolute favorite kit. Maybe I'm just not used to the color. I don't know. I still think it's great, though. I'm going to be putting it at A. Now for Mexico. Mostly white with a fade of red or maroon going across the kit with that interesting pattern. It's very fitting for a country that plays at the Azteca Stadium because the kit incorporates many Aztec-inspired designs. So much thought is put into this as it really represents the roots and history of the country. Mexico's home and away kit are absolute beauties in my opinion. I might like the away kit a little bit more as well. I'm putting Mexico at S. Now moving on to Poland. Very, very simple design. Not much pattern is integrated compared to their home kit where they had some kind of thing going on across the shoulders. This one's mostly red, but oddly, even though some of the badge is red, it very much pops out. It's a very simple kit without a doubt. I usually like to see some crazy design integrated, but the simplicity is also executed very well here. I gotta say it's at the similar ranks of England. I will be giving Poland a B. Now moving on to Saudi Arabia. They went for something crazy here for sure, but it is a downgrade compared to their previous design. It was the same exact colors, but their last design had some beautiful pattern blended in. I appreciate the idea, but like I said, very much a downgrade. I'm going to be giving Saudi Arabia a C. Now for France's kit, let's roll that clip back of when I explained it the first time. The away one is mostly white, but it has a very interesting pattern going across the kit. The badge and the Nike crest are a bit of a glossy blue, and the blue pattern symbolizes iconic moments and landmarks of the country. Now that I look at it again, I think this one is actually an upgrade. They put a lot of time and effort into both of these, so I'll give Nike credit for this one. Yeah, you gotta appreciate the designs they implemented in this. You might not be able to see them from far away, but up close, this is one of the most beautiful kits we're seeing at the World Cup. I will be giving France an S. Now for Denmark. We gotta be negative again. All Denmark's kits from their home, away, and third are all each their own color, but each of them incorporate that same idea to make the badge, the Hummel logo, everything the same exact color as the kit. So you can't even see anything. The sleeve design they had was inspired from their Euro 1992 success, but we can barely even see it. They should have at least added some red detail in there with the rest of the white. Very much just looks like a white t-shirt from far out. Denmark is definitely getting a D ranking for me. Now before we carry on, I got so many comments from my home ranking video informing me that Hummel, the company who created Denmark's kit, actually released a statement as to why their kits feature the same color throughout. They went for a toned down design as they look to highlight alleged human rights abuse in the host nation. Fair play, respect to Hummel for taking the stance, but I recorded the home and away ranking video before they released a statement, so these are my initial thoughts on their toned down approach. Now for Australia. Talked about this earlier, Nike have that same template of having that random awkward shape right under the collar. Australia's home kit was very well executed, beautiful pattern there. This one definitely had no time or energy put into it. At least Netherlands got the colors right. This one, no, it's at the D ranking, sorry. Damn, that bottom tier list is long, but we did start with Puma, didn't we? Now moving on to Spain. Very interesting wave looking pattern going on across the kit. Sky blue. You got the crest in the center and the Adidas logo. But what I really appreciate about this kit is that the stripes on the shoulders actually have the Spanish flag, with the ones on the outside being red and the one on the inside being yellow. That was a great implementation. I appreciate them trying to be unique here. I really like what Adidas are doing, but this isn't my absolute favorite design. I definitely still like it though, so I will be putting it in the B category. Now for Germany. This away kit oddly reminds me of Mexico's previous home kit. The pattern's obviously a little bit different, but maybe you see what I mean. I really like how the details like the stripes on the shoulders and the German badge with the Adidas logo are all gold. It sticks out beautifully in that regard, and I really like the color scheme they went with here. Do you know what? This actually is a really sick kit. I was about to put it at A, but I might have to give it an S. Great design here, and it oddly looks futuristic, so for me, it's definitely up there. Now for Costa Rica, it's exactly the same as their home kit, except this one is mostly white. So much blue on those sleeves, very unnecessary. Costa Rica's old kits were absolutely phenomenal. I don't know what New Balance were thinking here. The kit is so simple, yet all the details they added, I'm mostly talking about the sleeves, look terrible. Another one for the D list. Damn, that's not good. Now for Japan. Their home kit featured that origami theme across the entire kit. This one's just on the sleeves. The rest is white, but I really like what they did there because the design on the sleeves actually has a 3D theme implemented. If they had that across the whole kit, I feel like it would have been a bit too much. Similar to Germany, this just looks like a futuristic kit. I mean, who would have thought of having some kind of 3D effect on there? Japan, for me, is an easy S. Just like their home kit, they always just seem to smash the kit game every single year. Now for Belgium. Very interesting idea. We don't have much identity for the national team with these color schemes, but to be honest, I don't hate it. It's a pretty creative concept, I guess. You've got some interesting pattern of pink, purple, red, and yellow, and even orange, all as details for the badge, the Adidas logo, the collar, cuffs, even the bottom and the sides. I could see why people don't like this kit, but I oddly somewhat like what they did here. I'm giving Belgium a B. It really just looks like a rare customized kit. Now for Croatia. You gotta appreciate what they did here. A lot of people are ripping on the home kit, but the away one I think is a massive upgrade compared to their previous one. The checkers on that one side of the kit actually represent the Adriatic Sea, one of the most beautiful seas in the world. So obviously Croatia's gotta take pride in that. The fact that they put it on their football shirt is great. And the checkers kind of have some fade effect towards the end, which I think is a great touch. I don't know if I'm going to get the home shirt this year, but I might have to get this away one at some point. It might not beat this one that I'm wearing right now. This one is just too iconic, especially after that World Cup performance we had. I kind of wish they added some more of those checkers in there, but at the same time, maybe it would have been too much. It's either an A or an S for me. You know what? I'm Hrvatska, I'm putting you at S. Now for Canada, the one team in the World Cup that didn't get any new kits. At first I was thinking, you know what, that may not be a bad thing because Nike didn't do a great job on some of these. Your home one isn't bad, I like the detail on the sleeves. This away one though is literally just a Nike shirt with the Canada badge. At least you can see the badge, it's better than Denmark's. So it's extremely plain and ordinary, but at the same time, I oddly like it more than the rest of the kits we put at D. At least they went so simple to the point where they didn't add any silly design like the USA tie-dye or the silly Costa Rica sleeves. This kit might deserve a D, but I'm going to be putting it at C because I still think it's better than what we put so far in the D category. Now for Brazil. You've got that Jaguar pattern only on the sleeves. The rest is completely blue. I liked what they did with the home kit more, where they kept those iconic colors and the Jaguar pattern was across the entire kit subtly. This one still isn't bad though. I like what they did, but it's just not as mind-blowing to me compared to their home kit. Still very much a nice one. I'll be putting Brazil in the A category. Now taking a look at Portugal. I already talked about how their home one is one of my least favorite kits in this World Cup. Sure, they incorporated that national team flag, but I just really think it was a lazy design. This one is a bit as well, but I don't dislike it as much as their home one. The Portugal flag just kind of looks like a belt on the chest in this kit, and on the back it just cuts off, obviously, so there's room for the number. Black cuffs as well, everything else is white. I'll admit this kit doesn't look so bad once you see the players representing it, but still, Portugal can do a lot better. We've seen them do a lot better in the past. It definitely isn't as bad as their home one, though. I will put Portugal at C. And now for South Korea. It's basically mostly black, and then you've got those paint splashes all across the kit, which appear to be blue, red, and yellow. I do like the crazy design, though, to be honest, but I kind of wish they made the yellow white instead, just because it would represent the national team flag more. It's the right idea, it just could have been executed better, and it's definitely growing on me a bit, so I'll be giving South Korea a B. All right, now taking a look at Tunisia's kits as promised. Both their home and away one have the same exact design, just their away one's mostly white and their home one's mostly red. There's a subtle graphic implemented across the kit, which is based on the armor of Hannibal. It's absolutely brilliant that they implemented the history of their country on the kit. Although the idea was executed beautifully, those wheel-looking things at the chest seem a bit off-putting. But regardless, the overall idea is beautiful, and gotta give bonus points for that. I'm going to be giving this kit a B. And for the away one as well, I think it deserves a B too. It's the same kit, just different colors. So yeah, but this is my final tier list for the away kits that we will be seeing at the World Cup. Obviously, this is just my opinion. Let me know your thoughts on all these kits in the comments below. I feel bad putting so many kits at D, but blame Puma for being unoriginal, not me. But anyway, guys, thank you all for making it to the end. If you haven't already, please hit that like button, subscribe if you're new, and I will be seeing you all very, very soon for a lot more World Cup content. We're so close to the tournament. Cannot wait. Take care. La Noche.